Hello, Bianca. Just talk through that mic for me, please, madame.
Check 2, 1. Hello.
Yep, that's good.
Cool beans.
Yeah, okay. Hey, mate.
Man, I'll tell you what though, the sun, they always say the sun is more brutal these days. I went last weekend, no, Wednesday, I went out to a friend's place who's got a pool, and they had a bit of a trade Becca's back?
Becca's back tonight. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
I think it'll help them a lot. Because by the looks of it, Adelaide can shoot the shit out of them.
Can they?
Oh, of course they'll probably start missing now, but before,
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like, yeah, if they keep going with the defense that we have had, we'll lose.
Yeah. Yes, well that'd be good. You have to bring the big defense game tonight then.
I think that's going to be spirits. If they blue collar down and just play D, they'll go far.
Yeah.
If they don't and rely on offense, which some of our players are offensive players,
Yeah, I guess that's the thing, you know, like right from the go, I know Tracy, you know, said to play a fast up-tempo game, which is cool in principle, but, you know, like sometimes if you play that, depending who you're playing with.
that successfully did that was, I can't remember his first name, but it's called the Grinnell style of basketball. The guy played at Cornell in Iowa, like a little D3 school.
Yeah.
Average.
I mean, the Tigers, particularly, you know, with Lindsay, they were well renowned for not playing much D.
Yep.
God, I saw Andrew one day, was it the Glass House? He hit 53 points to three-quarter time, didn't take a shot for last quarter, sat for most of it, you know. But when he was on, he was so funny because he wasn't an athlete. You know, he'd come in, when I worked for the Tigers, like in '97, and he'd come in to always leave a bag of lollies, you know, just chomping away. And
That's the craziest thing about Australians. Like when I went to school in the US, when I first went, I was just like, where are the lollies? Like at half time, you got Gatorade, which is also fine. But it's just like then as soon as I got back here, big container of lollies. I was like, I forgot this is a thing. Like it just Taylor Bell used to have dim sims before. Like we'd be walking up to warm up, finishing a dim sim. And I'm like, I can't eat too close to a game, or I can see.
yeah, oh God. Well, that's the famous Gary Ablett story where they reckon, well, I heard one the other day too, they said if he ran out of petrol coming up the highway, he just parked the car on the side of the road, hitched the big tons of fans, get it to them. But yeah, one day he was missing in action, it was about an hour before the game, and the coach went out looking around, and there's Gary walking around the MCG, and he's hit by 7 goals that day. You know, so. Where were you in the States? Which college?
I went to a junior college in Iowa, Kirkland Junior College,
Right, okay.
and then the University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Okay. Would have been interesting.
Going from Iowa to Alabama was definitely like, yep, it's two different worlds.
Yeah.
Kirkwood, I wish it was a 4-year. Oh my god, it was the best years of my life.
Yeah.
Funny stories, Ben Harvey went to Kirkwood about
really?
25 years before I did.
Yeah,
So my coach was the women's coach when he was there. Yeah, and remembers Ben.
Yeah.
So,
God.
yeah.
Yeah. But I found in the States like the further south you go.
Yes and no. Yeah, like definitely in the city, more friendly, depending on where you went. In the outskirts, you kind of learn where not to go, depending on the colour of your skin.
Check 1 2 check 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 1 2 check check 1 2 check 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 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 check 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 check. Just let me check the other one, guys. Thanks, Bianca. Just counting to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That should be fine. No worries.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
No problem. In the north, you have those individual, and that's exactly how it is. It's really, yeah. But having a look, Australia's like,
Particularly living outside of Australia for a long time, and I don't know whether you noticed it in the States, but like looking back into
it's disgusting.
Hey, mate. If you're walking past that bench, could I ask one of those fine people to bring me something over? Because I'm just with this broadcast guy at the moment. I can't go anywhere. So can I grab a couple of sheets? Thank you, sir. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, mate. Bye.
How we going?
Yeah, we're good, mate. We're just a couple of little teething things, but I think we're pretty right. Yeah, it's just, I'd hate to be doing this if you didn't know much about it, really.
Yeah.
The nightmare. If you didn't know what they were talking about, then you'd go, I just can't do this. It's like, look at this, settings. This is the conversation I've had for 10 minutes.
Yep, no thank you. I'm already getting anxious.
Yeah, exactly, yep. It's like, all these things I'm learning. Had I known you were coming up, mate.
Charlton,
Charlton?
you want a coffee?
Yeah, you just fill a shit
Go
out.
get it?
No, you're right, mate.
No,
Hey,
I still have 101 things to do.
what's that for, though?
Two sugar?
Yeah, Robbo, stay there, mate. You're right. Stay there. Yeah, absolutely.
Latte.
Yeah, strong, please, with three. I need, yeah, if I can.
Black coffee?
So what I'm going to do, mate, is I'm going to tape it off here.
White too?
Yeah, I'm going to tape it, record it. So there's two ways we can do this. One is I can give you, I can start running it from 7 there on that, and just give you the SD card. And all you do is put in your computer banks, the same thing.
Yeah. So the only thing he doesn't have an SD.
What year is his computer? 1993.
2015. Really? 2000.
This is that.
Yeah, no, it's one of those Apple ones. The Apple ones that like those ears.
Yeah, that's cool. There'll be more adjustments, mate. I was just saying to Bianca, that's the issue with this. Minimum 8. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool.
All good, mate?
I think so. I'm just trying to get some sheets off Paul. Team sheets.
Oh, yeah, I can get
Oh, can you? Yeah, I need. This, it just kind of gets a bit confusing.
some team sheets, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So that USB will be fine, right?
Yeah, that'll be fine, mate. I'll record this. I'll record both. It'll be just as. Anyway, you're only going to get what I put on there. You don't get what they put because it doesn't come through me. It comes through them.
It's just the entitlement.
Yep.
Will that be ready after the game?
I don't think it'd be too far away, mate. It's pretty quick these days.
Beautiful. All right, mate, I'll have you after the game on then.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Okay. You need anything from me?
Just later, about half time, I can grab Coke. I've got a sinus infection, so I need sugar. Yeah, please. Thanks. MBPS, MBPS, MBPS.
No, on the basketball.
Thanks, mate.
Right
Ta.
sheet.
Yep.
You want it, mate?
Oh, perfect. Thanks, mate. I think Paul's bringing it too, which works out all right. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
And then come back, yeah. Oh, he's out here. Shaking this guy's hand behind the bench.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hey, can I get you to do me a little favour? Oh, hang on. No, it'll be all right.
He's a man that runs around the court all the time. It's
One of these guys.
the guy down here.
Oh,
Been around the club.
he's been around the club since before I've been here. Everyone knows who Sam is. He's part of our AAA program. Yeah.
I think just about every club's got Sammy or whatever, but he's just so energetic.
Get to have a good talk with
Happy
him
with
as
that,
well.
mate, there, or?
Last season.
You need a chair, don't you? Really?
And
Hey, how's your back?
got in the way of some of the
It will,
movements.
yeah.
But, you know,
You take it back. Is it a heat pack? Should be heat then. Heat pack. Do you want to go down and grab one of those chairs? They're not going to use them, mate. Sit on the chair and do it. Does it? Yeah.
yep, I'm sure.
Just press record when we go. They want a what's the name stick, and
Yeah, no,
you know
absolutely.
that's kind of foreign because you could just give them straight away. That takes a second to connect to their thing.
And
But
our schedule is
hang on, I just want a screenshot.
in terms of like
Just gonna.
pretty selective, like Friday, a lot of Friday night games, Sunday early evening games. then we have a Thursday.
You were. What was that?
So, yeah, no,
Oh,
I got
shit.
given some tickets to Southern Coast.
So why did you have to stay there that long? Oh, wow. I'll try and get that going so that we've got it. Probably don't need it. It was only for me anyway, that iPad. The iPad to watch the game, but we've got it on here anyway, so.
I haven't got mine. Amber hasn't got yours yet.
I thought you'd have that. I thought you'd have that already working with Wiggle, working with kids.
Yeah, no, it's the 30-metre exclusion. I'm hoping they'll cut back on that.
Is that what it is? You look like you're pretty right there, mate. The only thing is, yeah, you look like you're right there. The only thing is, let's not try and get these guys in it somehow. Just the crowd, yeah. Just bring it a bit closer. Yeah. Oh, okay. If you're doing that's cool. Yeah, I understand. The only other issue with being up here is light. That's okay. So what we're trying to do now
So now it's my job to go get the coaches. Like the one game that
okay. What time is it? A massive favour.
I'm not this person.
Do me a massive favour. I need a bit of sticky tape. I need a bit of sticky tape. Only thing I don't have. That'll be right, I'll sit there. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said, yeah. I will quickly stop. Can you type that in there? I will quickly stop stream.
WNBL 20 clash between your very own Bendigo Spirit and the Adelaide Lightning. First up this evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from the Lightning, playing their 50th WNBL game at number 1, Lauren Nicholson, number 3, Hannah Kaiser, number 6, number 8, Chelsea Brook, number 9, Jessie Edwards, number 11, Brianna Turner.
Check. A pretty good crowd that's already made their way on a Friday night. Fairly warm day in Bendigo. And
Go stay and make sure you stay indoors because there is an asthma warning out for those that need to know.
this is York, but how about you as a player or someone that's injured?
Oh, look. Draw the Spirit were given to start the season out. They faced two of the, arguably strongest teams in the comp up front. So, both teams that they've played are 4-0 at the moment in the Melbourne Boomers and the Southside Flyers. So, look, we've also been without Becca Tobin for those 4 games. We've been battling injuries. Mate's had a bit of a niggly foot. Abby Werungs, was out of the They've got a couple games that you really got to, this is one that they're going to need to steal. Again, they're going to need to get one back from Southside on Sunday when they finish off their doubleheader. But hey, look, I'm with Tracy. They've got time.
Well, they do. Having said that, Sunday's miles away at the minute. They need to get their act together. Starting 5 for both sides, as you can see on the screen there. And we're set for a big one at the Bendigo Stadium, thanks to Chemist Warehouse.
Look, it's going to be a good game, and that we see Nat Hurst return to the Bendigo Stadium. She was a really, really good player for us last year, and the community really embraced her. So I'm glad I'm assuming some people in this crowd are happy to see her back.
Oh, she was a gun last year in a season which wasn't great. Good points for Lauren Nicholson. We've expected that from that superstar from the Lightning. It's a good starting 5 for Adelaide.
Yeah, look, you've got 3 players in their starting 5 that were in the Opal squad within the past 12 months. So, they're right on.
Get that basket. Little hand on there. Be the first foul of this game on a Friday night WNBL action. And it'll be on Marte Grays, the first foul.
Yeah, we've got to be careful putting Brianna Turner, is it? Yeah, Brianna Turner to the free throw line. She was a pretty big name, if I can recall. She went to Baylor.
Wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with, I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
I do remember watching her when I was in college. So, look, she's a hard girl to defend, and she will make you pay on the free throw line. So
yeah, indeed. Tobin back, gives it to Wilson. Said that name a few times. Kelly's got to get a start. Can't get there. Tobin does the work in the perimeter. Here's Kelly back from. And she's been a superstar for the Spirit this year. Carly Ernst.
Absolutely. I mean, you just look at her length and her capability. Last week didn't actually put any numbers on the board, but hey, look, I'm sure she's ready to pick that up.
Nice little steal from Kelly Wilson. Flora Nicholson picked her pocket. So set up again for the Spirit. WNBL on a Friday night. Levy back to Ernst. Tobin, they go ring around the rosy here. Not much in the ring, so they're going to have to go wide. Pushed to the line by Ernst. Does it easily for the Spirit.
Pretty little finger roll Ernst has got going on there. Got to be careful of that. She's long.
In tonight, add a bit of atmosphere.
Yeah, Bendigo Southeast.
It is.
Back in the stadium.
Or Nicholson, I should say, has a shot. Good hands at the back, but
Rare miss from Nicholson on the free throw line.
just got to try and get rid of it. Comes back here. We're right behind it with Talbot. As Ernst, let's look at the form from this lady. Not quite. Tried to talk a big game, then didn't work for me. That's all right.
Still plenty of game left. We're only 2.5 into the first quarter.
Keep pushing, they say. Righto, Nicholson gives it back. That should be an easy basket. It's a little tap in there. The biggest, the best start.
Look, we're trading buckets. We're still in it. That's what's really good about having Becca Tobin back. She's such a long and good target inside the key with a little shake and bake.
So So push the line. That's all a bit easy, that is. Tracy York, the coach, won't be happy with Nicole Seekamp. Just went to town quite easily. Right where she likes it anyway, so she can set up. Tobin to Ernst. Probably likes to go herself, has a little push and shove, turns around, little jump job's good.
Yes.
So, all tied up. A bit before your time. Breezer. Actually, a bit before my time. Give her a chance, but
you
this
know
time,
what? Levy really made her work for that shot that she got, and you know it turns out. Look at the speed on her.
Back to Grays. Everyone's behind this, not quite, but look out. Who's
And
there?
wow!
No, I didn't get the points. We'll grab the foul.
That's what. Job about getting on the glass, getting on the offensive glass, and giving Spirit extra.
If you haven't got the height, regardless, it's just difficult, isn't it? You need at least two.
You definitely do, but hey, as a small little guard, you just got to have some heart, mate, and it goes a long way.
We weren't talking about you, Breezer. It's all right.
Breezer? Who is Breezer?
You. Anyway.
I'm not Breezer, my name is Bianca.
Here we go. Nicholson doesn't get there. And they push hard, but Kelly Wilson says, I better stop Bianca.
Oh, here we go. Just call me Doofenmeyer, you got that one down.
Doofenmeyer.
I'm sure my dad will appreciate it.
He will, he'll love it. Didn't make it that time. Geez, they've missed some baskets, both teams, haven't they?
Yeah, look, and better capitalise when we get back on the offensive side.
Seriously though, Bianca, the team, the Spirit looks much more stabilised with
Becca back into
Becca
it.
Tobin in there, yeah.
Absolutely, they look just a little more put together. The ball is moving a lot smoother between them.
So, Talbot gives it away. Nice easy basket there for Seekamp.
It's going to be a long game for the Spirit if they don't, you know, get some pressure on Seekamp or Nicholson early.
And that's the thing too, isn't it? If you know, the work that Tobin did up this end was just all undone by something which was fairly basic from the opposition. Anyway, Levy. Got a little whack from Tobin all the way through. So, great to see Gab Richards back in the game too for the Spirit. And Abby Wayrung.
Good thing about the Spirit's lineup this year is there's no loss of speed when you sub. We've just subbed in Abby Wayrung and Gabe Richards. You know, Gabe Richards probably not the fastest person on the court. But Abby, speed. Levy, speed. Kelly, Shyla, Marte, Becca, Demi, is, you know, fast.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that she's experience gives her position, doesn't it, on the court. So she'll know where to stand, she'll know what to do, and half the time you just got to watch her. Well, you've played with her, so you just watch her, the way she goes about it, and if she says, hey, stand there, then that's probably where you've got to be.
You know what, if Gabe says stand here, shoot this, you stand there and you shoot that. You don't question it unless you're Kelly Wilson.
Yeah, well, that's true. Very good friends too. So lightning up by one, the timeout, thanks to the Chemist Warehouse on Bendigo's home court on a Friday night.
Really good about getting the crowd involved, and what I like to see this year is we do have more of a crowd, and they tend to get into the close games and really get behind the girls. Indeed.
So restart again, just in front of the Spirit bench.
Spirit have made a couple of subs, but Adelaide's still going.
We know Gab Richards loves the paint. Let's just see where she goes. Levy's going to get it back, I reckon. Or is she? No. Kelly Wilson thought about going all the way. She gives it to Gabrielle Richards. Look at that for experience. The Spirit.
They know each other well.
So Seekamp gives it back. Turner hasn't had it all her own way. Look, there's Richards too. Plays in the space of a minute. Bianca.
Yeah.
Just class and experience. It just settles the team a little as well.
It does for sure. And it, with Gabe being so dominant, you almost have to slow down to Gabe's pace, and it changes the way the offense works. It makes the defense have to play defense for the whole shot clock. And that's tiring. That's really tiring.
Just off a white singlet there, that was Rentella, who's in the game, who just slides in. In fact, she's going out of the game with Seacamp. So a couple of changes for the Adelaide Lightning, and one of them's Nat Hurst.
And we see Debbie Skinner check in for the first time.
So just a little backwards there, Levy. It's a nice screen. I'll reset again.
I just couldn't get the shot off quite in time.
WNBL basketball on a Friday night here at the Bendigo Stadium. Nat Hurst. Wrong shirt, Nat. She'd have a few singlets too, wouldn't she?
No, not really.
Hasn't she?
She played for Canberra, played for Bendigo, and now Adelaide.
Well, that's 3. That's not too bad.
No, she played the majority of her career actually in Turkey.
So, Levy, way rung. How are you going to go, Ab? Not quite. Doesn't get it there. Nice rebound from Turner. Just settles it down, Nat Hurst. Takes her time. A big one. Here we go. It's not going to get there from Brooke. Probably could have done better with that.
Well, kind of quiet from the three-point line tonight. I don't believe anyone's actually hit a three-point shot.
Yep, stats will be on your screen shortly. Gabrielle Richards, been there too many times. Who got the hand to it? Oh, Turner argues.
Those are the points at this level that you need to be able to convert, and convert them well.
Well, Gabrielle Richards complaining then about a whack to the arm, but then if you call one, what do? You call them all.
Yeah, for Spirit.
So, Kelly Wilson, Shyla Heel. I knew that.
There.
I knew that.
That's all right.
Geez, they look the same.
No.
So Nicholson, Turner, Band are all fired up. Turner again.
The man ultimately led to Brianna Turner slip in the lane.
Nice to have what's going to come out of this, do you think?
Look, I think we got a bit of a bailout, to be honest. A bit of a trip. As Kelly tried to thread the needle there with a bounce pass from the top of the key to the baseline of the key. Just didn't quite get through. Marte, being the hustler she is, kind of dove on it and got lucky and got a foul call.
So, bugger. I reckon she said something worse. So, Seacamp.
Quick sub for Seacamp.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? No mucking around for Adelaide. Work hard. Oh, little bump. How was that? The ref, how did he find it?
Yeah, a little bit of a drop shoulder. You take it. Wouldn't necessarily call it a flop. Just well played in momentum reading.
Kelly Wilson has a break with Tess Levy coming back on. So, work to do for the Spirit. Lots of opportunities in this first term. Grays gets a little push there, so...
Sneakily tries to get the shot off to get the fouls, but just couldn't quite go.
Yeah, in front court for the Spirit.
Actually, it's nice to see that it's a low foul count game so far. Really good. That, you know, the refs are really letting the girls play.
I noticed that Tracy York uses the bench a lot too, which is a lot of coaches don't, a lot do. NBL one's a little bit different to WNBL, but certainly just a difference in the style. Shyla Heel, the crowd's helping her out. How about that from Shyla Heel? Eyes up. Good to get that. Under a minute first term. Chemist Warehouse WNBL on a Friday night. Bendigo, Adelaide. Levy just says, right, let's just wait. What's their plan here? What's the plan here, Bianca?
Look, you've got about 14 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so you're going to run it down and get a good shot. But Shyla Hill.
Shyla Hill again. She is, if she isn't already a crowd favourite. Old man's not here tonight, is he?
Shooter's got to shoot. Need to get her a heat check.
Little push all the way from C Camp. That was just too easy.
Not to allow Adelaide to get another one.
Well, here we go. Just half a second. Didn't get there anyway, so that'll do us. Quarter time at the stadium. Nothing in it. The Spirit, the Lightning, WNBL. Bianca Tuffelmeyer. What do you think of that first half? First quarter?
Look, to be honest, a bit ugly from both teams. Couldn't really connect as much as you'd want them to. We had one. You see a little more scoring, to be honest. They're getting to the bucket. They're just not rewarding themselves. Defensively, the Spirit really need to step it up. They got lucky that Adelaide really weren't scoring. I doubt that'll happen the whole game. But, you know, likewise, same with the Adelaide. You know, they need to shore up their defense as well. We're getting good looks on both ends. We're just not converting, which is making for, a, 18 all.
Little break. Thanks, Bianca. Just about to get stuck into the second term here at the Bendigo Stadium. Good game on a Friday night, WNBL action.
Good game so far, competitive. 18-18 to go into the second.
There's nothing in it in regards to fouls. As far as points are concerned, which would be pretty much standard, you would think, and 6 for Ernst and 5 for Heel. As we get into it, second term. Full enough.
Oh, we can give a half a point for that one, I reckon.
Yeah, you'd think so. It looked good, didn't work though. And rebound from Tobin. So, a couple of shaky shots in the first.
Right now is why she's on the Oval squad, about to head to India next. Pass to Demi, who kissed it off the glass for 2 points.
Yeah, good to see Skinner score. She's going to be hot in India for him as well. Whew. Wouldn't want to have too many curries. Here we go from the corner. Nicholson for Adelaide, not quite. All blue and gold there. So, Levy, she takes over as the general from Wilson when she's not on the court. So, Heel gives it across to Skinner, didn't get it that time. They fight, little push, well done Hurst.
I really just want to make note on the fact that Shyla kicked it out to the short corner for Demi to shoot and then dove as one of the smallest guards and almost got her hands on the ball.
So, fouls on Bendigo here. So, second for Beck. She'd take a break, would she, after 2, or would you leave her out there?
Take her out.
There you go.
Look, it's her first game back, and with that excitement 2 early fouls, you really don't want to have her out in the second half.
She's just a superstar, Nicholson, isn't she? She's played for a few teams as well, but certainly a very, very complete player.
Absolutely, you know, she was MVP of the Seabull 2018. Now is an Opal squad member. You know, look.
Slipped off the court too. Talbot's on for Adelaide here. Just pushing all the way through his heel. Well done, well defended by
Shyla, and sometimes they just don't go.
She's a general of the paint too, isn't she? Turner for Adelaide.
Like I said, she's one to watch.
Yeah, she is. Oh, the old days, she was the jump. So, hasn't been the best 2 minutes of basketball here. Can only get better, Bianca Duffelmeyer. Work. Hurst gave it off. Little push, little. Was the shooter. So back to.
Strong as an ox, but
yeah.
I'd try anyway.
Oh, that was a messy play, but I think Adelaide's got a foul here, so.
Have a feeling, everybody, that this is going to be a scrappy match.
So a couple of changes here.
Abby Wirrung for Shyla Hill. Abby is a great, great player. Second year in Bendigo. Ballarat Junior, so she's very familiar with this regional part of the country. It's really good to see Carly Ernst check back in. See if we can get some good buckets from her. Really good minutes from Demi Skinner, who takes a seat on the bench right now.
So Spirit up by a couple. Bit of a lazy Friday night here in Bendigo. Everyone's just sitting back. It's pretty warm. That was a little easy for Seacamp again, but well done, Grace.
Seacamp definitely plays out of her position. She's a guard and she can play pretty big right there. She's posting up Marte Grays and almost getting the shot off.
So, Gracie from Bendigo.
Great assist from Tessa Levy, a nice lob. Call on Abby. Bit of a body foul.
And they change their minds very often, the refs.
I wouldn't even say very often. It's like a unicorn. See it never.
Like a unicorn.
Non-existent. No, I'm kidding. They're really good about, you know, reviewing balls that go out and making sure, you know, in a key moment in the game, if it's really going to be a game changer. The refs are very good at least deliberating about it.
You've got a bit of pressure on them because there's a guy in front of us who's actually filming it and writing notes. He's the referee man, I would think. So, yeah, I mean, it's a bit like radio where you've got the boss listening to every word. You just can't afford to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, you almost don't, you can't do it with pressure.
No, that's right, exactly.
You got to do it naturally.
To the lead for Bendigo. Yes, please.
Nice kick ahead from Tessa Levy, who's really distributing the ball well for a wing three-pointer from Abby Wirrung. She's shooting 50% at the moment. It's the kind of basketball we want to see more of.
So Nicholson says, if you can do it, I can't. Well, normally she could. So, bit of a
She would have answered. It's really good to see Adelaide's, you know, putting the pressure on in the half court. So it's really starting to speed the game up. For any of our young listeners, I wonder if you can name this song.
Oh, don't have to be young to name it. Oh, look at that!
What a beautiful drive from Abby Wirrung cross court with a nice left-handed layup. Real athletic, great finish. Puts the Spirit ahead 7 points. Halfway to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, there you go. So that is a game high lead just at the minute of 7. Adelaide are up early by 5 in the first part of the first term, but that's a good start. Well done. And again, I think Adelaide, they look at this quarter again. We'll look at what it is, 11-4 in this quarter. It's just been a poor one, hasn't it, so far? Still plenty of time left, of course.
Look, as I said, like, you know, at the beginning of the quarter, one of these teams, or even both these teams, they're going to start connecting on their shots at some point, and luckily or fortunately, whatever word you choose to use, Spirit are starting to connect. They're starting to really see each other get into spots where they can get clean shots off, and our point guards are delivering. So, yeah, we just want to see more of that. So far with the Spirit, their issue has been playing 3 out of 4 quarters. So let's hope that the Adelaide don't play the same quarter the Spirit do, or Spirit play all 4.
Yeah. Put that on as a win. Doesn't happen, which is what you want, I suppose. Back into the action. 7 lead for Bendigo. A couple of changes for Adelaide during that timeout. Nicholson. I reckon she's put on a bit of muscle, Nicholson. She looks really strong.
Well, I can tell you from experience, she is.
Oh, I got no doubt. Looks great. Cross here we go. This will help Adelaide. Not quite. Grays is there. So Ellsworthy was the shooter. Kelly Wilson, safe hands. Thought about it. Wairung is hot. How hot?
And you know what? Again, our point guards are finding our off guards, and from the top of the key, kicked it to the wing. Abby smacks another 3.
So work to do.
Do you know what? Yes, it was a foul, but you've got to look at the whole play, and obviously going on, but if they're both battling, pushing off each other, you let them play. Don't call a foul, just let them play.
That's it, exactly.
The C-Camp is no small feat either.
So there she is, C-Camp, another...
She's got a little bit of a limp, if I'm looking correctly. But hey, she had a drop step, nice little baby hook on Abby Wairung, so look.
Gave it to Grays under enormous pressure, and it might be an easy basket in the end for Adelaide, and it is.
A really nice, like, full court kick ahead. That's easy buckets.
First points for Talbot there too from Adelaide, Stephanie. So Ernst just let it go. This is where Tracy York, the coach of the Bendigo side, will go, we might need to have a yak here.
Oh, you know, another kick ahead. C-Camp kicked ahead to Turner. Abby, but at the same time, you never know what's going on with those hands on the baseline.
Minute or two there for Bendigo, so.
Good use of timeouts. Absolutely, you want to slow that momentum. They're on the free throw line again. Unfortunately, for the last 4 minutes of this term, any foul made by the Spirit puts Adelaide on the free throw line.
Yeah, exactly. Wins. It'd be nice to have 2 at the end of the weekend, but again, every game's a tough one.
To have a win against the Southside Flyers and, you know, the league's runner-up from last year, Adelaide Lightning, look, it'll be really good and good for the girls' confidence as well. Becca Tobin back in. Let's hope that she stays out of foul trouble. I would trust Becca enough to play smart at this stage, because a third foul will put her out until close to the end of the third quarter. So mentally, I'm sure she's thinking she doesn't want to sit for any longer. As well as Becca's just so athletic, a great defender, and to be completely frank, Turner's killing us on the boards, getting to the rack. You need someone to slow her down.
That's it. Bianca Duffelmeyer, special comments. WNBL season 19-20 for the Chemist Warehouse. Ernst is there, still got it. Spun a little top with the ball. Can't get it in, though. And they take it away. Talbot just sits it up now. It looked good. Oh,
Yeah,
might have just got a
is.
hand in there for Becca Tobin. You won't like that, the coach.
Chat with the ref, the ref, because it's 6 fouls to none. Negative side of that foul count. As I said before, now has missed her first free throw, and is, as you say, as a player, the ball don't.
Gab Richards will come in for Becca Tobin. It was a risk anyway, so 3 fouls for her.
Yeah, that'll put Becca on the bench for a little while.
Yep. Ernst.
The good thing about Spirit's roster at the moment is, yes, Abby's on 2 fouls, but, you know, we're pretty guard heavy, so if she does cop another one, we've got guards to come in and fill that spot.
Oh, just a bit long, and Seacamp, as you said, is limping there, so whether she's got a little sprain in the ankle, I'm not sure. Did you notice Gabrielle Richards was wide there? It didn't go to her. Maybe that was a mistake. Especially when she's in the paint. She's got a bit of strength. Let's see how it rolls out this time for the Spirit WNBL. Friday night action against the Adelaide Lightning here in Bendigo. Kelly Wilson thought about it. Little push and shove in the paint if we go back that way. Here's Wilson. Tries to go herself. She'll grab a foul. No points, but a foul.
Yeah, she had a bit of a baby hook going up there and got rewarded. Baby hook is when you say with your right hand, your body is parallel with the backboard and you're almost scooping the ball over your head. It's going in. Guards aren't really the ones that shoot them unless you kill.
Shots.
Oh, we'll see that the Spirit are out in a bit of a press at the moment.
Well done, Levy.
For those that don't know what a press is, it's a type of steal the basketball, and right there, the Spirit did.
Hurst for 3, sorry.
Oh,
Bianca,
good.
you're right, go.
No, the press that the Spirit just put on was to speed up Adelaide's offense, which caused a fast pass and a turnover.
So, Bianca Duffelmeyer, great special comments there, real insight into what's going on in the game. Levy, oh, just lost it. Richards, little push there was handy from Talbot. Hurst goes back to Seacamp for 3 for Adelaide, not quite, all blue and gold.
Yeah, if Adam was here, he'd probably talk about Seacamp's flat shot the way he talks about mine.
That's all right. That's why he's not here. We've sacked him.
Hey, look, Nat Hurst has a very flat shot, but she's by far one of the best shooters in the league.
So Richards will run back into the paint. Levy, she's asking for it. There she is. Lost it this time. Gee, no luck for the Spirit girls in the foul column.
Not at all.
Turner should do this easily. Doesn't. Little hand again. She'll go again. Who got the hand on? Taylor Flint.
Unfortunately, as a player, I understand that frustration. There's no fouls being called on there, and whether their arguments are worthy or not, I'm unsure, because obviously I'm not on the floor, but I do credit the refs on catching.
So, timeout here. I don't know what you do. You've got to be careful. What does the coach say? You're not going to bring up the fouls. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, if you're getting the bad end of the stick, well, that's life. You've got to live with it.
Well, actually, Colgo, just as what you just said is what a coach would say. Hey, stop complaining to the refs. Stop getting frustrated. If you get called for a foul or you don't get a foul, keep playing the game. It's one of the most frustrating things is slow the momentum. You know, we're 15-9 in this quarter, putting us up 6. we're ahead, plenty of time left, comfortable with our lead going into the half. So it's nothing to worry about. Just a cool reminder to keep your heads.
I was going to say, it was pretty hard. Career-wise might prove me wrong. Just doesn't, yeah, anyway. Am I wrong, or am I just being harsh? Here's you anyway again, turn
you know
up.
what, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna be very truthful about it. They're called free throws. They are 3 points.
Yeah.
And for these WNBL, your job is to shoot. You need to be making free throws.
Yep. Yeah.
So harsh or not,
It's just true. It's what I've seen for a while. Anyway, Nat Hurst, as she does, races Adelaide. This time, see Camp back to Talbot. Talbot, a long one. Would have been nice for Adelaide. Didn't work. Kelly Wilson, the general, just slows down things. Let's.
at the end of the first quarter, Adelaide are going to use the clock. You want to make sure that there's only your shot and the opposing shot. However, if you do get a quick shot, you want to make sure it's a good one and it counts. Nice little feed, drop step to the middle, nice little finish over the top of the shorter guards.
So, Talbot was good there. Little push all the way. Wayrun got 3 to beat.
Try and make the refs call the same fouls they're calling for the opposing team. And Abby did just that.
It's going to be fantastic. We've got a show on a Monday to Shiloh, and I think just watching them with interest, it's going to be great to watch them improve all season. You can see that in Abby Wayrun just there. Just more polished.
Unfortunately, Abby I think her issue was that she was out of the preseason because she had a phenomenal NBL 1 season, and she had a really good season for the Spirit last year. That was what we had, but yeah, she started every game and she was key in most of them. So you know what, I think she just had an unfortunate hand dealt with a bit of a niggling injury during preseason.
So Friday night in Bendigo, it's a good lead for the Spirit. I'll do this. Yeah, the band's over there too, the Southeast College. You can hear them playing in the background.
You know, that's the best thing about being in Bendigo. We are a regional town. We are a country town, and we're very close-knit. To be able to have a high school band come in and play for a national game, that's awesome. And that's really good for these kids. Sorry.
The only other one would be probably Townsville, which is a bit bigger than Bendigo, obviously, but, you know.
So it's just nice that we're able to do that. You know, our national anthem was sung by someone else from one of our local high schools.
That's it. Tight finish second term. As we get to half-time, C Camp. I'm not sure what happened in the background here, but...
So, let me tell you about it.
Please.
A moving screen. So, C Camp had originally come off the screen on her right hand. She had Shiloh bit on skates and tried to cut back to her left, and unfortunately the post player tried to turn and really be there for what C-Camp wanted to do and just got caught in mid-motion, moving screen. It's not legal.
Chris Lucas, the coach of Adelaide, he's been around, hasn't he, Chris? Here we go. Friday night, Bianca Duffelmeyer.
Look, the Spirit are, you know, slowly but surely knocking down shots that they need to, moving the ball, getting some good rebounds. If they can just keep for a quarter like they have been doing, which they have also addressed themselves, might find themselves on the sadder part of the night.
Yeah, indeed. All right, we'll take a break. All the scores and everything will be on your screen. We'll be back very soon in Bendigo. House. Back with the second half here, Bendigo. And as you would do for Maya, by the way.
Just want to point out some really interesting stats from the first half. Bendigo have 21 bench points compared to Adelaide 0. You know, Becca Tobin's already got 8 rebounds and she sat most of the first half. And, you know, I guess we want to pull a Shaquille O'Neal on Brianna Turner and just keep sending her to the free throw line. She's 3 for 8.
So back into it now. Just gave it away. Ernst, Levy. No one's in the paint. She gets a wobble from something. Wasn't much there, but tried anyway. Talbot waits for the cavalry to arrive. So Adelaide, little push here. Turner. This girl's been here a few times. Nearly did it again to Nicholson, but Bendigo rebound. Set up this time. Levy. Grays. Tobin's back on the court. Lost it for a sec. Gets it back. Tries to push. Did very well. Becca Tobin.
Really good baseline dribble and reverse layup from Becca Tobin. You'd argue that that's one of her signature moves here.
So long one from Talbot. That was good too. Stephanie Talbot for the Adelaide girls.
Yeah, it's not the kind of threes, not the kind of points you want to be giving up. Just being able to walk the ball down and shoot.
Do we?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, right, okay. Kelly Wilson wouldn't like to see that again. We'll take that bit out of it, Cal, for you, the tape.
Trust me, I'm sure Kelly could tell you everything she did wrong.
So they get it back.
Nicholson had a bit of a hook, and Carly, you know, then tried to get her off.
So back into the action. Still the halftime lead of 5. Seacamp under pressure with Nicholson now. Some attention from Levy. Goes back to Seacamp. Talbot. Good defence by Bendigo. Stephanie Talbot's been good. Not quite that time. Levy gives it back to Wilson from where it come. Ernst. Good matchup between those two fine girls. Not quite that time, so Turner sneaks her way through. Grab the foul, Turner.
The biggest issue with that shot attempt from Turner was that she got a rebound and dribbled from one end of the court to the other end of the court without any defense until in the key, and that's ultimately what got Marte the foul. You've got to meet. Otherwise, you reward them with free throws. Luckily for us that, you know, Brianna of a free throw shooter.
Has every basketballer been a floor wiper?
Yes.
Is it part of the apprenticeship?
In the unwritten rules, yes.
Yes, right.
I believe I was a regular floor wiper for the good old Canberra Cannons back in the day.
Of you, Bianca Duffelmeyer, as a floor wiper.
And by. And that's Kelly's killer. She's quick and she's smart.
So Levy saw everyone coming her way. Now I'll just settle down a little here. Wilson gets some work off the ball. Here's Levy for 3. Well done, Tessa Levy.
Yeah, nice kick from Kelly. She did her floor general thing. Pushed everyone into their positions. Kicked to Levy on the wing, who was wide open with a bit of range.
Nice comeback though from.
That's what you
Nicholson.
don't want to see after a nice bucket like that from the Spirit. It's just a quick pass into the post for a Nicholson little dime off the glass.
So Levy, you nearly say shoot it, gives it up. She's got it back now. Do it, Tess, do it. She says not quite.
Yeah.
Pressure was on. Tobin, that clock's going down quickly. Ernst from the corner doesn't get there, so it ends up in white. Singlet hands. Nice work there from Talbot. Back to Nicholson.
one thing from Marte. Once she gets her hands on that ball, you almost have to get some type of machinery to get it out of her hand. She's got a strong grip, and she's not giving that up for no one.
So good to see the youngster on the court too. For Bendigo, which is Demi Skinner. Grays. Scott Skinner there doesn't go for it. That was a little long. Be disappointed.
The idea is there. You want to get it to Becca Tobin, but from a pass like that, you might want to kick it back to the wing because she had the outside seal. You kick it back to Kelly on the wing. Becca's then got a front seal for her.
Gives it up now. Talbot back to Hurst. He thought. Tobin. Levy will have to wait. Tobin there and also
nice
Grace.
Little mismatch here with Nat Hurst on Marte. Yeah. It's unlucky when you're going after a.
He does. So nothing in this game. Low scoring affair on a Friday night in Bendigo, WNBL for the Chemist Warehouse. Skinner thinks about it, does it? How about that?
Really, really good read from Demi Skinner. They were in a play. She was looking to reverse it. Defense just dropped off of her. She turned in, hey, guard me, put a hand up.
So I thought it was going to be easy, but it ended up being extremely hard.
Well, unfortunately, you can't get that far under the basket and then try and jump at an angle backwards over Becca Tobin. I would say 99 times out of...
Friday night, what would the coach be saying at the moment, Bianca?
To be honest, I'd just probably tell my players, keep shooting the ball, keep driving the ball. They're gonna... Unfortunately, we're back to quarter one where shots just weren't falling. What we can do is just keep grinding it out, keep being scrappy, keep getting those 50% basketballs, keep working hard. Don't let another team outwork you, and we'll play out this quarter.
Bianca Duffelmeyer, how is the leg for people that don't know why you're sitting next to me and not out there?
For those that don't know, I did rupture my Achilles in July against Nat Hurst in the NBL 1, to be honest. You're out for about 6 to 12 months, and I'm in month 3.
Yeah, never nice, put it that way.
No, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Game high lead for the Spirit, 7. Wilson looks to extend. Got Nat Hurst to beat. Here's Skinner, she's been good. Goes again, well done! She's been terrific tonight.
She's been really good. She's a good energy to come off the bench. You know, when Becca was out for those 4 games, Demi was actually in the starting lineup, and she hasn't skipped a beat no matter where she is. She's stepping up for what the Spirit...
Left touch there at the end from Turner. There'll be a foul. It'll be on the side court from Graves. Well, will it? No, it's the other way.
Little shocked. I haven't seen Nat Hurst really put up many shots tonight. That's not what you want if I'm Chris Lucas.
No, exactly. We're getting a bit of work tonight, the old floor wipers.
It's good. They're doing the job. Players love that.
So, just the coach.
I think our manager's going to come on court and have another quick wipe down.
Yes. Could be the
See
case.
Camp come right back to the game. You know, she really subs out and only takes a quick spell back in.
Kelly Wilson just waits what she got. She got Levy in the corner. No, Grace goes herself, doesn't get there, but Tobin's good enough to turn around with no one. Says it'll have a couple.
Yeah, that's what you want from Becca Tobin. Gets a good, strong offensive ball, spins baseline, it's parallel to the basketball. Nice little bunny, good conversion. Ooh, spoke too soon. Nat Hurst got her shot with a putback from Brianna Turner, which is what you don't want. Probably won't see Becca back on the floor for at least another 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, well, as you said, it's her first game back for a little while. She's always going to be keen, and that's just how it is.
And, you know, as a player, you do find from time to time that once you get those quick first 2 fouls, you tend to be watched by the rest for the rest of the game. That's just the unfortunate aspect of it.
So, Wilson. Oh, well done, Turner. That's class, isn't it?
You know, she reads the ball well. You got to know who you're playing against. And we have another step.
Oh, gee, they'll be...
Oh, we got to watch where our feet are going.
Chris Lucas. Was.
Hannah Kayser's, you know, bit of a favourite in the Victorian area. Was a Vic Metro girl, went to St Mary's.
Only right, girls. See the line there. Anyway, Shyla Heel. Thought about it, didn't. Comes back to Skinner, who's been terrific. Not quite. Grays fights her own opponent, loses it now. And they're off Adelaide. Set up through Hurst. Basket. And the foul to go with it.
Yeah, it's a great rip drive. You know, Nat did a great job of just looking and seeing the floor. Saw Talbot really pushing, putting the skates on, putting the heat on, kicked ahead. Nice drive. Marte did a little sneaky reach and, you know, got penalised for it. Putting Talbot on the line. She only gets one shot because she got the conversion, so...
Gets there too, Talbot.
Nice three-point play.
Been good tonight. That's her 9th point.
And you know what? Spirit you don't want them coming back into the game. They're going to start connecting now that the momentum's going their way.
Yeah, and momentum is great in any sport. And score here. How are we going? All right, thank you very much.
Sees that ball, hits it in her shoulder, nice follow through, connects at the end. Believe that's her 3 for 5 for the night. So if I was Spirit, I'd be feeding it to Abby all night.
Camp had a bit of attention. This time comes back to Kayser. Turner for a couple, not quite. I reckon there's a bit of glad wrap or something over that ring, that end. Been wobbling all night. Wilson. WNBL Friday night action. Big weekend ahead too. Stand by for games on the website. KO Sports as well. Good work from Skinner here. Thought about helping Kelly out. Didn't have to. She does it herself, Kelly Wilson.
Yeah, just off the dribble. Nice little jump shot from the middle of the free throw line.
It's a nice screen from Turner. So, Wilson.
Good position. I mean, great pass by Kelly too. You know, she sees Shiloh in the corner who loves a three-point shot. So, you know, good defense. Offense was there.
Back in with though, Kelly Wilson. Settles.
Great pass, nice ball fake. Ball fakes can really get the ball where you want it to go. Kicked it to Demi Skinner in the short corner and she converted. This is what you want, which pushes out to a 21-point quarter for the Spirit.
Hurst under all sorts of pressure from heel. Way rung. And just watch where she goes.
If you recall earlier in the game, I mentioned, hey, if the guards are battling inside, if they're both going at it, let them play. Honestly, as much as I love to see the Spirit get a call, same situation. Let them play. Seacamp is a big, strong body, and so is Kelly Wilson.
Way rung. Looked like she's going to run all the way then, didn't. Oh, we're going to travel on Grays.
Not what you want to see. You want to be the team to take the last shot of the quarter, and unfortunately that puts the ball in Adelaide's hands with 3.
Set up for a big last quarter here in Bendigo. Thanks for joining us. Wherever you're watching around the world in might be. It'll stay with Adelaide.
Yeah, and you know, Adelaide would be very happy. You've got 1.7 seconds, plenty of time to get a shot off, and your ball is under the basket. I have no doubts that they're going to put a shooter in the corner and have a lob in the middle.
Let's watch. Oh, Kelly took it away. It's not going to be anything, but a good fit. Wrapped up, ready to roll for a good last term, thanks to Bendigo Spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going up 10 into the fourth quarter. And credit to the Spirit, right now they've played 3 quarters of consistent basketball. They've got one more to go, and I really hope they get it done. Their defense is really starting to come along. They're starting to gel, hitting their shots. And let's hope that Adelaide doesn't connect the way that they have been in that quarter.
All right, the stats are on your screen. Take a quick break, back in just a tick. Bendigo up by 10, WNBL on a Friday night. So back into the final term here. Good lead for Bendigo by 10. Bianca Duffelmeyer is with me. Seacamp. Chris Lucas would have been vocal for Adelaide, the coach, 3-quarter time. Saying you've got 10 minutes to do it, girls. Start us off. Not quite. Turner still got it. Has another go. Off hands again. This is loose. Oh, you feel like they deserve it. Not quite. I don't know how many times that's gone.
I tell you what, if I was Tracy York right now, and I'm impressed that she is very calm.
You wouldn't
Spirit just gave up. Out of court, or you smack it over the court.
Yep.
Do something. don't allow them to get 6 opportunities to score. Luckily, it is Brianna Turner who is not shooting well from the free throw line.
Geez, you're going to be a harsh coach when you get around to it.
Probably won't get around to it.
I'm in front of you. Anyway, Wilson. She's still got a few years as well. Cross to Heel, who's got a lifetime. Doesn't get it. Nicholson just a little bit more experienced than Skinner there. Set it up again. Had to turn around. Heel. She'll learn that too. That was an easy basket for Talbot.
What I'm loving from Seacamp right now, as soon as she has the ball in her hands, her eyes are up, looking for an outlet pass, looking for a cheap bucket.
Yep.
She delivers. If I was a post player, I'd want Seacamp as my point guard. Surprisingly, we see Becca Tobin check back in with a minute gone in the fourth quarter with 4 fouls. But we also see Marte Grays is on 4 fouls, so I guess you've just got to balance them out as best you can.
Yeah. Nicholson's got 4 for Adelaide. She just takes a break now, so that makes sense. They target those fouls, do you think?
The term target, because I don't believe any ref actually targets players.
No,
However,
I don't mean that.
No, but what I'm saying is it's the fact that they're aware that Becca's in most of the contests.
Yep.
And, you know, that's just, let's say you say, hey, oh my God, look at this colour shoes. You're going to just notice those colours more and more as the game goes on.
Oh,
and
yeah, for sure.
That's exactly what's happening with Becca.
So, Heel. Wilson. Skinner did well with her little block. Tobin likes some points here, Beck. Doesn't load. So, Talbot, Hurst.
Just some good old defense.
Turner's got 19, 11 each for Talbot and Nicholson from Adelaide. 13 for Wayrung and 11 for Skinner. Good spread though for Bendigo.
Really good spread, you know. If you can get your bench producing the way that Spirits have, you're looking pretty happy.
So, Heel. The heave-ho. Heel. Oh, here we go. Wayrung right behind it. Abby Wayrung.
Abby Wayrung right now is the shooter you want to watch. Everywhere she is, give her the ball. Nice little tray from the left side of the floor.
So, Adelaide, some work to do. Seacamp been there before.
Woo! Cookies from Shyla Hill.
Yep, got 2 to beat here. Can she do it? Doesn't quite. Oh, she might have given away a foul on Hurst.
That's unfortunate. Shyla was just there after the play.
With that situation, and that's experience, would you wait? I mean, when you get a ball like that and you know that you're off and running, the tendency is to go for it. But she had 2 players all over her. So are you better off waiting?
Oh, you know what? It just depends on the type of player that you have, like as well as a shooter. But actually, any guard on that team right now, I would say in that situation, the momentum's yours. And the second player didn't really step up until you went for the final layup. So if anything, I'd say just pull up for a little floater, a little teardrop. But no, I wouldn't have said pull out at all.
In this year, with the exception of the the game against territory this season for the Spirits, what I'm saying, leading by 10 last term. Good crowd.
You know, the weather's pretty hot. It'd be one of those nights where you'd want to stay at home. So I'm really happy to see people actually come out to the stadium, get behind the girls who are looking promising for the season. lane's pretty full, so our partners are here, our sponsors are here. It's really nice to see.
So back into the action at Hurst. We'll get it back here off Seacamp.
Oh, you have a look that Spirit has gone to a 2-1-2 zone, pass-off zone. Pretty effective considering Spirit just got a steal and are now looking to get a bucket.
And I think if you look on the court too, and I'll say this in a nice way, it's a very young 5 at the moment. And I'm putting Kelly into that. Tobin.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
She will. She'll love it. Little push. Sorry, Adelaide to go forward. They used to be United years ago, sorry. Seacamp to Hurst. Seacamp nearly lost it. Good defence from Wilson. The clock's winding down. Got to go now. She does well, Turner.
Not shooting off on the free throw line, so look, Spirit might want to get a handle on her for the last 6 minutes of this game.
Way just a mop up at the back there.
We want to make sure right now the Spirit are taking a few rush shots. We need to. Ooh!
Oh, well. You got to settle and get some points.
This is where you want to get through some offense. You don't want to take rush shots. Do what we.
Wilson just sets it up for Tobin. Thought about it. Back to Skinner it was, and they've run out of time. Petrol tank's empty there.
Yeah, look, Kelly found her on the baseline, and Becca's got to shoot that. She's got to put that up. You know, some coaches will say, you know, we'd rather a momentum pusher for the defense.
So Hurst just settles Talbot. Lead is 8 by the Spirit. She thinks she can do it. She's got 21 points. Well done, Tobin. How about the flick at the back there, Bianca?
Yeah, she gets a good. Then you get a nice kick ahead out to Shyla. She has a look. She likes what she sees, and she shoots from the wing and gets that bucket. Shyla has been great for the Spirit in conversions and bench points. The reason I say the awareness on the baseline as to throw it to a teammate is if you talk to most coaches, you don't want to save a basketball under the opponent's basket. You really want to eat that. Eat that is just, you know, you catch it and you run out of court with it. You don't save it. But Becca knew that she had 3 Spirit players right there to handle the basketball and not create a second chance opportunity. So.
Well, they've had a little bit of luck, Bendigo, this game. Adelaide haven't taken every opportunity, but having said that, you've still got work to do. 5 minutes in basketball is a hell of a long time. So you look at the quarters there, even for the first term, 17-12 Bendigo's way, 21-16. Let them back into the game, Bendigo, in the third term and just up in this one. So you've just got to keep winning the quarter.
They do. They need to stay consistent. They have been very consistent so far. 5.5 minutes left. It's winnable for the Spirit. But the key will be for them to keep moving the basketball, taking the open shots, not rush shots, use their offense to get what they want, as well as defense. And they've done a good job. They've done a really good job so far tonight, defensively.
So long job. Oh, well done. Heel. Little girl with long arms. She might have travelled though, did she?
No, they got called for a double. The only time you really see double dribbles is if, you know, you dribble the ball and then you forget you've done that in the post or on the wing, not in mid-stride down the court.
What's the ref doing here with the bench? All right, got to go back and do it all again, I think. Just in the crowd here, just get young Robbo beside you to fix his kids up. They're about 16 running past us. It's always a good look.
Sure, that's the best part about being at games for parents. Hey, have a run around.
Adelaide had a bit of work to do. Gee, well, double teamed.
Well done by Wirrong and Levy, just getting her in that corner. Got lucky, bounced off their leg. Adelaide get another opportunity.
So, Talbot. Hurst. Need the points. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I know it is. Here's Talbot. She's got 11. Is it 13? Not quite. Well done. Heel. I notice Kara Tassari hasn't had a lot of minutes. In fact, 0 tonight. What's the story?
Long season.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, not quite. Long one from C Camp. Hurst will wait. Might have. And
Really want to get Becca Tobin some buckets in this.
so Grace. Done her job, Grace. Nothing flashy. Was on. Can she flick it in? Well, it won't matter. Well, it does matter, but she's got a foul to go with it.
Yeah, Becca's been hard. So it's good to see she gets one and she's heading to the free throw line. You see Kelly Wilson. Becca converts on the first free throw. That's what you want to see. Get those 3 points.
Yeah, and you can see how much Bendigo has missed Tobin after a little incident at training with her. Great to have her back. Good spread though. Way around. For Skinner. Points on offer, not quite. Talbot's the only one in there. Gives it across. Turner has to wait. Everything they've done tonight has been pressure. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But that time it's going to work out all right.
That's just an unfortunate foul. You know, in a game like this, players should really adjust to the way that the refs are reffing, and you really just don't want to even stick your hand in to give them an opportunity to call a foul.
Yep.
However, that's really rich coming from me because I stick my hands into everything. So, you know, they say those that don't do, they teach.
That's what I hear. Throws to the distance, but that's not going to help. So, just falling a little apart for Adelaide just at the moment. Chris Lucas just with their hands on his head, the Adelaide coach. Chris Lucas, very, very...
It's very, their clock awareness this game has been a little subpar. So let's hope they adjust that for Sunday's game.
Yep. Thought about it. Got to go now. Kelly Wilson, she will. Not quite. Off the rim. Well done. Adelaide have just got to go for everything. Seacamp waits though. Oh, nearly lost it from Levy. Big long one from Talbot. Not quite. Don't blame her. They've got to do it.
You know what? The Spirit have been really lucky that she hasn't converted on those threes because she usually is a very good three-point shooter.
This is a much better performance by Bendigo. Having said that, Adelaide haven't been great. You'd know that if you've been watching. No, gives it up there, so still a lot of work to do for Bendigo. Talbot loses, gets it back. Good skills, here we go, not quite.
So right now, Spirit need to just slow it down, get a good offense going. Right now, they just look a little bit discombobulated, not on the same page. Though, looking up at the score, it's 64-51 Spirit with a minute 42 to go. I don't want to say the game's over, but it's pretty close.
losing it. Rintala just on the court now. And for most people with C camp, just relaxing and trying to work out what the hell you said. Combobulate, was that what you said?
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate. Most people that just know the general English practice would be struggling with that word. So
you know
can
what?
explain.
That's exactly it. Just a bit of a struggle. Not working, not flowing.
How did you say it? Discombobulate.
Discombobulate.
Combobulate. Even
yeah, I'll choose smaller words next time.
if you could, even Michael, our cameraman, does
no,
a great job.
I think he's looking at you,
what?
going, "What are you confused about?"
What? The everyday person wouldn't get that word, and I'm sure Robbo's over there. He would think 26 to go. A lot of.
No, doubleheaders are never easy. You train all week, you play on Friday night, you travel on a Saturday, you play on a Sunday, and you travel. You know, the Spirit are only up 12 with a minute and a half to go. So let's hope they hold off.
Wilson. Just giving a couple of the youngsters for Adelaide a run here too, which is good. He might have just taken the court out of break. In fact, she has. Anyway.
Really nice save by Marte. Kicks it back to Becca. Only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Becca gets a shot off and gets a foul. Chance to convert, stretch out this lead. And in this competition, yes, you want to be able to get as many people to play as you can, but you also want to get as large a score differential as well. Is that word okay for you, Cogo?
I'm happy with that. Discombobulate, or whatever you said before. Not sure, everybody.
It's all right, I won't bring it up again.
Not sure. I wouldn't even know how to spell it.
I couldn't spell it. I'm sure it's how it sounds, though.
I think the easiest word tonight the Spirit want to hear is the word win, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Good work from Tobin. Welcome back.
And what we need to remember, considering she's missed a few shots, is this is Becca's first game in this season. She was great last season, but this is a new season, so she's got to find her wings again. And
well
there
done.
they are.
Some wings going on there. No combobulating there.
Keep trying.
The band's
it's kind of
fired
like
up.
my last name. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, it'll take a year. Ellsworthy says, get out of the way, kids. Give me a go. Adelaide's not quite. Talbot this time. Just a change. I noticed Chris Lucas and the coaching staff at Adelaide just having a seat now, planted the chair.
It really just goes down to time and score. There's really not much you can do with this much time left. It's really good to see this win tonight.
Do this, Bianco. I know why they do it, but yeah, anyway, it's the game. That is it. Bendigo Spirit win.
It's a little bit of class. It's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, it is a bit. 67. It's a good win. 13 points to win. Tracy York will be happy. Spoke to her on our show that you didn't turn up for on Tuesday with the assistant coach Mark Alkabov.
Alabakov.
I knew that. And he...
hey, I didn't even show up and I know how to say his name.
Yeah, exactly. And they were both pretty happy with where things were. And it was a bit hard to tell because they'd only won the one game, but they certainly see things a lot differently to what we do.
And that's really a great attitude to have as a coaching staff. Can you imagine being on a team where you're 4 games into the season and your coaching staff are like, oh, well, let's throw the towel and it's over. No, that is great to see that. You've got coaches that back their players even when it seems a bit dim, but we also have to remember round 4 of the season of a 16-round season. So, you know what? We're a quarter way in. We'll be all right.
Yeah, that's exactly where it's at. Well done. And good crowd here tonight on a Friday, considering the weather we've had here in Bendigo, but certainly they've come up. Next game's a fair few weeks away, but still, I think there's going to be a lot of momentum after this win tonight. And hopefully, as they do, they play the second game, the Spirit, this weekend.
Yeah, the Spirit head down to Dandenong to play against the newcomers Southside Flyers, who did get the up on them the last time they met last week. But credit to Spirit, they had a really good fight in the fourth quarter. Session, a really good week of training. I think the Spirit will come out looking like a different team for all 4 quarters. If you see on the screen right now, you're going to see the Spirit girls having a bit of a jump session after the game. Quick explanation that we've gone over once before is that we partner with La Trobe University and we have a PhD energy output with accelerometers that they wear on their back during training and games. So using this, you'll be able to see how much energy is being exerted before games, during the first, second, third quarter, during trainings. And, you know, if you also see a decline in energy use or momentum, I'm probably using the wrong terminology, you can also track that along with injuries and making sure players aren't overdoing it. So it's a really interesting program to have. And to have at our fingertips, really, in Bendigo.
Yeah, you're right, spot on. And I tell you what, when you see it, you'll see them do it in a sec, you'll go, what the hell? But certainly, Tracy York having a chat at the moment, the side of the court, very happy with things.
Just want to throw out 37 bench points to 0, Adelaide.
Abby Wayrung is the MVP for Bendigo tonight. It's a good choice. I thought young Skinner was a bit stiff.
Absolutely. Abby had 16 points, 3 rebounds. She shot 4 for 6 from the three-point line. You know what? She came in, she did her thing, and didn't look back. Becca Tobin, first game back, has a double-double. To be an opponent against Becca later on during the season.
Yeah, I think you're right. So good start, and obviously the weekend just starts with the WNBL action, and you can see it on the website, and certainly Fox Sports.
Against the Southside Flyers on Sunday afternoon, you can definitely live stream the live stats. You can also check out our quarter time double-doubles with Steph Talbot, 10 rebounds, 13 points, and hats off to their effort. Unfortunately, wasn't their night, but you know, I'm pretty happy that
stand by on the websites, and we mentioned all the other areas as well. Thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. That is us from Bendigo to the 24th of next month. Or is it November today, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
24th of this month. Yeah, just going so quick. We'll be back then. Look forward to talking to you around that stage for more Bendigo home games.